Today we are covering one of the most heavily tested topics on the EPA 608 exam, the mandatory leak repair requirements, specifically focusing on the 50-pound threshold. The exam will absolutely test your knowledge of when these rules apply. The core principle is that for appliances containing 50 or more pounds of an ozone-depleting refrigerant, exceeding a certain annualized leak rate triggers a mandatory repair action. These rules do not apply to systems with less than 50 pounds, but remember, intentionally venting refrigerant from a system of any size is always illegal. You must know the specific leak rate thresholds for different appliance categories. For comfort cooling, the trigger rate is 10%. For commercial refrigeration, it's 20%. And for industrial process refrigeration, or IPR, the threshold is 30%. An easy way to remember this is that comfort cooling has the lowest threshold, while IPR has the highest. The exam loves to test this with scenario-based questions. For instance, a question might state, a commercial ice rink, which is considered IPR, has a full charge of 200 pounds of R22. In the last 90 days, a technician has added 20 pounds of refrigerant. Is a repair required? To solve this, you must calculate the annualized leak rate. The formula is pounds of refrigerant added divided by the full charge multiplied by 365 divided by the number of days since the last addition, all multiplied by 100. So, 20 divided by 200 is 0.1. Multiplied by 365 divided by 90 gives us about 0.405. Multiplied by 100, the annualized leak rate is 40.5%. Since 40.5% is greater than the 30% threshold for IPR, a repair is mandatory. A common trap is forgetting to annualize the rate and simply calculating 20 divided by 200, which is only 10%. This would lead to the incorrect conclusion that no repair is needed. You must recalculate the leak rate every single time refrigerant is added. Once a leak rate is exceeded, the owner or operator has 30 calendar days to repair the leak. This 30-day window includes conducting both an initial and a follow-up verification test to ensure the repair was successful. For IPR, this timeline can be extended to 120 days if an industrial process shutdown is required. If repairs cannot be made within that timeframe, a plan to retrofit or retire the appliance must be developed within 30 days and completed within 1 year. Now, it's critical to be aware of a major regulatory shift. Under the AIM Act, starting January 1, 2026, the applicability threshold for these rules drops from 50 pounds down to just 15 pounds for appliances containing HFC refrigerants. This dramatically expands the number of systems subject to these mandatory repair requirements. The leak rate thresholds also change for HFCs to 10% for comfort cooling, 20% for commercial refrigeration, and 30% for IPR. While your current exam may focus on the 50-pound ODS rule, be prepared for future questions reflecting this significant change. The most important takeaway is the threshold. If the system has 50 pounds or more of ODS refrigerant, these leak repair rules apply. Below that, they do not, but the prohibition on venting always stands. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.